Sorry, if you looked yesterday, you'll notice that I was out of town yesterday and did not post. Something came up unexpectedly and had to take care of it. But I'm back now, and here we are. This is lesson 10 of drawing the McLaren P1. And what I wanted to do was to finish up the physical body itself. And I'm doing that right now, working underneath the front and all the way across the car. I'm doing everything I can to make the physical body be done. So the only thing I'll have left to do is both the wheels and tires and the mirror, and then then the one last thing is to do just the once over, make sure that all the color values correspond with one another. But you can see that I'm working hard at this, trying to get it so that we're done. And it is starting to look like the car now. I darkened up the lip underneath the cutout on the side of the car, right underneath the passenger side door, and that makes it look like it's recessed in there, which it of course is, but it gave more of the look of that, so you can actually see where it is from there. Okay, nearly done. Okay, just continuing on there. Now we're going to do just a light coat of dots in there on the part of it that is in sunlight that would be reflecting back to the camera. And you can see the part above it is in shadow, but this is out in the light, so it is picking up and reflecting light back. So that's why it is lighter. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to work on the wheel on the right front side. And these are multi-spoked, of course, so I'm going to have to do these a little bit slowly. I want to make sure that I don't go too far with the black on it. So I'm going to go kind of light to start with and just block them in with a relatively light color. It's going to be a real light gray. It's obviously a black pen, but by putting fewer dots in it, it will look more as if it's gray. Your mind will take that and see it as the density of the dots, and just like a dot matrix printer and like a inkjet printer, the more dots you put in any area, the darker it gets. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'm starting out fairly light, and then when we come back on the final run through, we will darken up the places where it's appropriate, and here we go. It's coming along okay so far. Because there are so many spokes in here too, you want to make sure that you don't get lost in where you're drawing. So I always try to make sure that I have the photograph that I'm using as the basis of the drawing right underneath me, and I'm comparing it constantly as I'm working on it, so that I don't go too far and I don't cause a problem with what I'm doing. Okay, you can see the wheel has a large disc inside of it for the brake, and on top of that it also has the caliper that sits on the brake to make the disc brakes operate. So there will be two parts in there that are going to be kind of conflicting as to where they are, so you have to be sure that you do the relationship between the two of them in such a way that it's believable. And also the rim on the wheel has some dark places on it and some light places, and the spokes themselves have dark areas on the side, but they're relatively light on the outside edge where the ambient light hits them. So this is just the first bit of it, but it's coming along great. I think it's really going to look nice. I'm going to spend more time on the front one than on the rear one, because that's the one closest to where I want you to see. Okay, getting down pretty close to the end of this today, but by tomorrow we should have the front one done, and with any luck we may even be able to get to the back one too, but we're getting pretty far along with this. I hope to see you tomorrow. We'll do quite a bit more, and you can really see this thing come along. Thank you. Bye.